Buenos dias, mi amores. I am coming to you from the beautiful Merida, Mexico, in the Yucatan, and I am having the time of my life. I realized that, I launched this channel and I did not, without giving any sort of indication of who I was or what I was doing. So, welcome to my introduction to Life with Tina Marie. So first of all, I am 58 years old, and I am recently left the United States to embark on a 7-month tour of the beautiful Mexico, and I'm beginning here in the Yucatan. To give a little bit of background, I was an English teacher for 27 years, and mostly loved every minute of it. I certainly was born to be a teacher. I knew at 5 years old that's what I wanted to do. And I was able to do that for 27 years. But about 10 years ago, I would say I began to look at post retirement, right? Education in the 27 years that I was in it changed drastically. And now is not, it's just not in a place where I want to be. As much as I absolutely loved my students, the interactions I had with them, and the actual job of teaching, the politics and the workload, lack of respect, all of that, and that's another video, but all of that, I was very anxious at that point about 10 years ago, looking forward to the time when I wouldn't be doing that anymore and I could do something different in my life. And here I am doing something different. And so I just sort of want to explain why. And I was so about 10 years ago, I really started to explore like what that post-retirement world would look like. And I found that, it included leaving the United States to live someplace more affordable, because I knew that my pension, while I'm very fortunate as a teacher that I have a pension, because they're almost, non-existent, and so I'm very fortunate, but that how was I going to take advantage of that to have the best life that I could have? And so for 10 years I really researched, and I have to say, I was married at the time. Recently my marriage of 25 years ended, and that's also another video, but I will say it was a very hurtful ending, very painful, but in the process of that, I feel like I'm healed quite a bit. I'll never be fully healed, I understand that. But I did get therapy. I did a lot of soul work, and I feel like I'm in the best place. My soul is healthier now than it's ever been in my whole life. So I feel like this is a good time for me to launch out. But so my then husband and I, he was right on board. It was not just my idea, it was his idea too. We were going to go and do this thing. And we had lots of plans, and I'm a researcher. So I was just became a little obsessive about it, the stress of teaching, the stress of education. And I just decided, hey, I can at least dream. And I dreamed for a long time. I did. I had a lot of dreams and did a lot of research. And we looked at Costa Rica. I looked at Ecuador, Peru, Spain, Portugal. But it always, for me, came back to Mexico. And I think that's because Mexico is more familiar, is closer to the United States geographically. I needed to be to a place, I need to settle in a place that is available and reachable, but to my family, and for me back to them. So kind of settled on Mexico, and really started to, about 4 years ago, to really put my energy into I'm gonna go to Mexico. And so we started traveling a little. We came and we explored a bit, and that just reinforced to me, yeah, this is where I want to be. But I didn't quite know where do I want to be, because I love every place I've ever been. But Merida does have a little piece of my heart. It is a very special place, and if you've never been, you should try it. Oh, I just love it. But it's not the only place in Mexico, and it's really freaking hot. I'm talking hot. And while I like heat and I like hot weather, I don't know. Do I like the temperature outside to be like hell? I don't know if I do. So I want to try some other places. So I'll be traveling. I'm going to Isla Mujeres. I'm going to Cozumel. I'll be in Guadalajara, Puebla, Mexico City, Oaxaca. I'm going to Huatulco, Mazatlan, La Paz. I've just got a 7-month tour planned, and I've been very careful in my planning and very safe. Like, I know there's a perception of Mexico as this, wild gang country where it's very dangerous, and that is true for some people here. But as I was looking at the statistics, 80% of the murders in Mexico, and there are unfortunately a lot of them, are male, and they are in the gangs, and the gangs kill each other, and innocent people get caught up in that. That is true. But I'm not interested in any way of living in a place that is controlled by gangs. So not in the United States, and not here, not anywhere. Thank you, Sam, I am. So no, I've been very careful. I certainly have put a lot of work into the research, but this is the beginning. This is the beginning of this journey. And another thing, like at 58, I know, and it has just become a part of me now, and it's something you have to struggle with as you get older. Like, there is so many more experiences behind me than there are in front of me, because there's just not enough time. All of the time is, not all of it, obviously, I have a lot of time, but like most of that time is behind me. And I know, at my age how fast it goes. It's gone. And so, this is the fourth quarter, baby. What am I going to do? How am I going to use it? I have learned so much in my life. How am I going to use that knowledge to move forward, to have the best fourth quarter possible? This is where you win the game, and I'm going to win this game. That's my thing. I am thrilled to be on this journey, and we'll see, if maybe I won't make it to all of those places, because maybe I will decide the hugs of my grandbabies, their arms around my neck, are more important to me than seeing Guadalajara or La Paz or any of this. So it could be, but hang around. That's life. I'm not a tree, so I can move, and so can you. Have a great, beautiful day.